Okay, Matt, we got the memo about the Kindness Rising promo, but what exactly are we promising people?
And is there craft services? Hey, I need snacks too.
Gentlemen, focus. Kindness Rising multiplies kindness and helps people get up on the right side of the bed.
So wait, we're not doing another angry headline show.
Exactly. We rise above the negative, divisive noise.
Translation, less rage bait, more high fives for humanity.
And this is live, like actually live.
Yep. We go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday.
Wait, if it's live, what if I forget my lines?
Then you improvise.
Okay, so our tagline is basically wake up, tune in, and start your day with kindness.
Exactly. Kindness Rising. Good vibes, practical tips, and a reason to get up on the right side of the bed.
You heard the boss. Subscribe now before he makes us do a TikTok dance.
Kindness Rising. Wake up, tune in, and let's make some good noise. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Kindness Rising Nation. Have you ever noticed how one small change in your life ends up rearranging everyone else's? New schedules, new priorities, and suddenly even the pets are confused. The family group chat feels different, and you're trying to fit a new rhythm into a familiar room. Today, that's what we're talking about. Not just your second verse, but everyone's, because when you evolve, the people around you have to evolve a little too. Welcome to Kindness Rising.
This is Kindness Rising.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and I come here every morning, weekdays, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to help you get your day started with a little hope, humanity, and heart. And let me tell you, today has been quite a morning already. You'll notice the gap. Good morning, Danny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you are here. Yeah, the gap's in there. There's chaos this morning. My tooth is sitting upstairs on the dresser. So today we're going toothless. Sometimes we go with it in, sometimes we go with it out. Sometimes the glasses are on, sometimes the bandana's on. You just never know what you're going to get here in the morning with me on Kindness Rising. But I am here, and I am here every day at 7:30 because that is my commitment and my personal accountability to you, regardless of whether I have a tooth, glasses on, glasses off, whatever the case may be. And all week long this week, I have been talking about, good morning, Mike Sullivan. Welcome in, buddy. I really appreciated that post on LinkedIn yesterday. It really was, you have no idea what it did for me in my day. It sparked me that this is helping. This is helping. It's helping you, Mike. I appreciate it. And that's all I care about. So good morning. Good morning. Hey, Mom. Good morning. Meet Danny, Mom. Danny is awesome. Danny helped me when I was first getting started 6 months ago or so to kind of get my act together on LinkedIn and start doing this stuff. So he gets a big nod for giving me my start. And we are just getting started. Going through life, changes, whatever happens. Yeah. So this is day 4 of my kind of new rhythm that I started on Monday in terms of starting a new gig on top of what I do here in Mornings in the Lab Network and excuse me, Kindness Rising. And yeah, it has definitely had an impact on the people around me. We are all connected. Our mornings, and when one person's rhythms change, the other one has to change too. Then that's the part that we don't really talk about. We talk about, when a lot of people talk about personal growth and coaching and career and development. That's wonderful. But what I'm talking about is the impact on other people. When you change, even for the better, it's like a earthquake, right? There's aftershocks, and it's not on purpose. You're not trying to do anything, but it just, because we're all connected in that way, it changes everything around you. And obviously the people the people closest to us are the ones who feel that aftershock the most. So we've been dealing with it here. We've been doing a great job, I feel like, my family, of communicating with each other about dinner times and what we have going on and appointments. Life still goes on. I feel like we've done a really good job. We've leaned into just better communication all around. I feel like maybe it's a good thing, and but it does. It just changes everything. This morning, I don't know, I was dealing with some cat stuff, dealing with technology stuff. It was just a little bit off rhythm today, but we got through it together, Heather and I, and we're cruising along. So here's, I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at. What, just like, as you're growing, you think it's like your solo journey, right? Oh, I know I've been very focused on self at times during this journey. What does it mean for me, and all that, which is really important, but making sure that you're understanding that the people who love us, they end up walking along with us on our journey too. And that's why it matters so much for us to have compassion for the people around us. And I'm not just talking about, like, oh, I feel so compassionate. I'm talking about real life compassion. Like, I understand, having a direct conversation, that my change is creating confusion for you or for someone else. Yeah, so that's really what I was trying to say, right? Like, just being honest and direct and having that conversation and being proactive absolutely is vital. I'm watching you guys chat. I love that Mom and Danny are connecting, because you're both really cool people. So I appreciate that. That's what I like to see, for sure. And Mike Sullivan, Mike, you're out there on the West Coast doing your thing. And I was saying before we started getting on everything, I want to get back to Mike, because let me tell you that I love connecting with people after the show, on Linked, on here, whatever, and watching each other grow personally and professionally with what we do here on Kindness Rising, and what you're doing in our lives. So Mike, yeah, that post was pretty special for me. I really appreciate it. All right. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I got a little emotional for a second there over Mike's post, and the fact that Mom and Danny are connecting. To me, that's what we're doing here. And 2 days in a row now. See, my rhythm's off. I didn't turn my cell phone off. I'm getting text messages. God only knows. Mornings in the Lab is out there. I see you. You're saying you don't see the chat. Huh. I don't know. Keith, I'm pretty sure that's you. Yeah, but I don't know if it has something to do with, this new system. It might be user error too. I am open to learning if I'm doing something wrong in my setup that's not bringing the vertical and the horizontal together. But we'll live and we'll learn together. So keep me posted on that. Oh, all right. We're talking about transparency with our family, with the ones we love the most, with the people who are impacted by the changes in our lives. And here's what I'm learning is that you have to just, even now at 53, I'm learning about being proactive with your communication, with your feelings, with what's going on in your life. Just saying to someone, this is what's going on inside of me, right? I know, like, just giving that context. Sometimes we forget to do that with the people that matter the most to us. So it's just my encouragement. It's what I'm doing right now. It's what getting up here and going live this morning, and it forces me, I readily accept it, to think about these things. It's one of my accountabilities of going live every morning. I'm going to tell it to the world. I'm telling it to Danny Maldonado. I'm telling it to Mike Sullivan. I'm telling it to my mother, who I know is listening. And this is who I am. So yeah. All right. All right. So Danny, you're only seeing what's going on in LinkedIn, which, yeah, I don't know. Let's well, thanks. I appreciate it, Danny. I know you're on your own tech journey and you run into these things too. So we'll start getting on fixing how that can be. It's amazing. I said it yesterday, changes are happening. So this is one of the unintended consequences, and we'll persevere through it. And yeah, we just get through it together. All right. Definitely a little bit of a different show today, but I'm loving the vibe here. I'm having a little fun talking, and really is having an impact for me today. That's pretty cool. And here's one thing. Hey, Jerry Ginger, welcome in, buddy. Appreciate that you are here too. All right, we are talking about the impact of our families on our families, of our personal changes. And here's the thing: you don't have to hide it. You give your family, your friends, your inner circle a chance to meet who you are. This is the new you, instead of making them guess who you are becoming. It doesn't have to be perfect words. It doesn't need to be a big speech or I need a moment and I got to make a big deal out of it. Just talking. It's amazing. So silly. But it's part of my growth. It's just having those conversations and sharing and being open about your day and being open about what you're feeling, the good and the bad. All right. Yesterday I was exhausted when I got home, but I was still excited. I love what I'm learning, and what we're doing. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. Time is flying here, and we haven't heard from Cal and Stan about what's going on and how they are adjusting on their busy lives.
My family group chat is absolute chaos. New jobs, new schedules, and now Aunt Linda is stranded somewhere.
You haven't replied in 2 months.
Observing is not participating.
That is my transition to the next segment. The next segment, right? Which is how many times we forget to check in with people, to get involved in group chats, to respond. Things are happening around us, whatever's happening, and we forget to do that. So that's another thing that I've been thinking about, which is it's getting to be holiday season, and I know the communication is going to be flying around with people with plans and that kind of thing, and I'm not always the best about staying on top of that stuff and being proactive and being responsive and that kind of thing. But that's something that I think I can do to be kind to with my family as part of my growth too, is just to get a little bit more proactive with that. It's just something that crossed my mind, and that's obviously on Cal and Stan's mind too. All right. So as we always do here on Kindness Rising, we like to talk about organizations, people out there that are doing good work for good people. They are good people. We're helping to multiply kindness and unlock growth for these organizations that are contributing to the world. And the one that I'm talking about today is the Family Dinner Project. It's a quiet, powerful movement. The mission is simple: bring families back to the table, not for perfect meals, not for Instagram moments, just for connection. They know families are busy, schedules get messy, and everyone is in a different season, but they create tools for real life, quick 20-minute meals, conversation starters, games and questions you can have at your table with your kids, resources for families in transition, and support for single parents and caregivers. That's pretty cool. When life changes, new job, new routine, new version of you, the table is where your family learns to meet that new rhythm together. Not everyone grows at the same pace, but everyone can sit down, share food, and reconnect. That's kindness. That's kindness in action. Check out the family dinner project. I know for our family, that moment of connection over a meal has always been really important. That is something we done. Hey, sometimes it was freaking bowl of cereal, whatever it was. We sat down, we talked. It was a chance for us to just connect even for the day. And sometimes it was chaotic and sometimes it was fun, and it is. And we still do it today. We still do it today. It's definitely a point of connection around the table, right, Mom? Absolutely, around the table. Bring back the fondue pot. I love that, Jerry. Hey, fondue is pretty cool. We have a fondue pot here. It used to be a New Year's thing we would do. We would make fondue with the kids. They loved it. Obviously, we'd have a chocolate fondue and cheese or something different, and the kids could dunk their chicken nuggets in it or whatever. We used to have some fun New Year's Eve. Maybe we'll bust the fondue pot out again this year in honor of you, Jerry Ginger. It's been a while. Danny, I appreciate the tech support. I will definitely read about what Brianna's doing. I know she does some amazing fun stuff out on LinkedIn. She's a great follow on LinkedIn, by the way. If you see her name in the chat, her name is Brianna Brew. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's Brugh. And she's got some great, really, really funny content. So check her out. She doesn't know I'm doing that. I hope she doesn't mind the endorsement. I'm sure she doesn't, Danny. I know you probably like her stuff too. It's pretty funny. All right. I've completely lost all track of the script, of the flow. I'm just all over the place. I'm trying to find my way back. But I would rather have it this way than the other. Much, much better for me when we're interacting like this and we're chatting and my thoughts are flowing and Jesus. Wow. All right. Let's pull it back together, Matt. Oh, funny. Holidays. Mom, I can't wait. I can't wait. You know I love the holidays. Cooking together is important. I love that we are sharing traditions. Sometimes we modify them. Sometimes we talk about them but don't do them. It's okay. That is really, really important to me and really cool for our family. I hope everyone out there has people that they can connect with around traditions and families. And if you don't connect with me, I got a lot of good ideas and I'm here. So, all right. I think I found my way back to my flow in my script. We were moving into the branding part of our script today, right? A little bit about branding, and we always like to talk about an organization or someone that is following our idea about the framework of EAT: experience, expertise, authenticity, trust, and entertainment. And today, when we talk about rebuilding rhythm, it helps us to look at brands who understand the emotional side of their daily life. Today, we're talking about Our Place, makers of the Always Pan. I don't know. I guess that's what we're talking about. Their belief is where the kitchen is where belonging lives. Their experience is their products designed for shared moments, and their expertise is simplified cookware designed to make life smoother. They're, I guess, very open to multicultural families and real homes. They're not about staged perfection, and they tell good stories. So our place reminds us that when your life is shifting, your kitchen can be the soft landing pad where your family meets the new version of you. There you go. That was me talking about our place. Okay. Well, let's check back in with Cal and Stan. See what they're doing to help keep things organized amidst chaos in their family.
All right, I color coded everyone's schedules. Blue for me, red for you, yellow for the cat.
Reggie has more social events than I do.
Networking is easy when everyone adores you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So apparently Reggie has the busiest social calendar of the crew. Absolutely. I know in our house, Roseanne, Mom, you have the busiest social calendar of anybody I know, let alone cats and AI characters. I love that you are so busy out there in the world and doing so many cool things. It's an inspiration. So that's pretty cool. All right. And so today has been a really good example of go live moment, I guess, right? Because I started off, my brain has been all over the place. It was a little bit of a crazy start to the day, what was going on before I even turned the camera on. And this is what happens when you go live. Sometimes it just comes out the way it comes out. And that's what it is. It's about being present and consistency and showing up and remembering, Mom, you're out there. This is why this is important. Your first audience is your family. Absolutely. The people who are out there, literally first audience on my streams here, but also first audience in life. Because my presence, that's my leadership. I have influence over my family. I'm starting to learn and get better about sharing my vulnerabilities and growing with my family and my energy. What I bring every day to my family is can very much dictate the flow of the day and their lives, and not because I'm a dictator, but because their energy flows into me too, and it's just all part of the picture. So that same leadership, influence, vulnerability, and energy that we bring to other parts of our lives is what going live here on the Mornings in the Lab Network can do for you. It's doing it for me. It's exercising that muscle that I bring to other parts of my life too. Because my home was my first studio and my family is my first real-time feedback. And the rhythm that we build together is the story that lasts. So that's my little go live moment today. I got your message. I've known you since you were born, right? You got my message. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. All right. Enough of that nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's really important. So let's talk about your takeaways for today, your compass. What are the things that you can do to stay connected with your family as you grow and as you change? And here are 5 ideas. 1, talk about the changes. That is something that I'm leaning into. Don't make people guess. Bring them into what's going on in your life, what's going on in your head. Honor old traditions. That's another one, Mom. We're talking about that. We remix them gently. We keep what grounds us while allowing for our evolution. So I'm not letting go of those traditions as I evolve. Be graceful during your adjustment period, graceful to yourself, graceful to others. Understand that you have to be patient and time will tell. Of course, share what you're learning. I talked about it earlier. I come home every day, and now I've never done this before. 25 years. I've had lots of job changes. I've had lots of other changes in my life, but being proactive in really talking about my day, how things went, how I'm feeling, what I liked, I realize it's maybe to some of you that sounds like ridiculous at 53. That's what I'm learning, but it's real. It's a real thing. So you want to share what you're learning. That's exactly what I'm doing every day when I come home. That's what I'm doing here on Kindness Rising, is sharing what I'm learning. Your growth is going to invite other people's growth. And that's what it's all about. And last, celebrating effort, not precision or perfection. Family rhythm isn't choreography, it's improvisation. And that's what we're doing. We're improvising every day, pretty much, here on Kindness Rising and at in my home. So there it is. Okay. Sensei Whiskers wants to share.
Sensei, how do I help my family adjust to my new rhythm? You don't. You honor theirs until yours becomes familiar. That sounds very challenging.
Harmony is never instant, but it is always possible.
There you go. All right. And of course, we are winding down on time here on Kindness Rising as the opener for the Mornings in the Lab Network. And now we're going to get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And today they are talking about something interesting that's happened in our news. After 232 years, the U.S. is debating retiring the penny. They've stopped producing them, so it'll be very interesting. Even the most familiar things eventually outgrow their purpose, but letting go isn't rejection, it's evolution. Stick around. Keith and John on Mornings in the Lab are going to dive into how we let go of those old habits and old versions of ourselves. That is your bridge to the Mornings in the Lab. And somewhere is my closing, but guess what? I'll just say this. I appreciate everyone that comes out here every morning to Mornings in the Lab and Network and to Kindness Rising. This has been a life-changing experience for me. I know that every day that I go out there now, my family is impacted by my rhythm. We talked about that today. And I hope that you will just keep coming back. Subscribe to the channel, come back here, Mornings in the Lab Network and Kindness Rising. And as we always say here, stay uncommon and stay kind. What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.